everyone, let's watch John refurbish the transmission and install a shaft repair sleeve.
All right, it's another big day. I get to finally finish the transmission because I've been waiting for this guy to come, and this is another Speedy Sleeve. These are the best things since socks right here. So again, if you don't know what a Speedy Sleeve is, it's this. It's a little collar, very thin, that you can put onto shafts that have been damaged or pitted or had a groove worn into them or anything is wrong with them, where you have a seal issue. And as we saw, or as we can see on this, there's obvious pitting there, and there's actually a slight groove where the old seal has just worn a slight groove into it. And well, what happens is through that groove, as the seal wears, even if you put in a new seal, because the shaft has been compromised, you'll get a leak. And you'll go, well, I put a new seal in, but it's still leaking. And this is not, a notorious leaking area at the end of the tranny, right? Leaking onto the drive shaft, and then it gets flung all over the bottom of your car, and it's just terrible, right? So that's the cause of it. So these things are great, all right, because you just put that on. They're a friction fit, and now you have a nice, beautiful surface for that seal to ride on. And in some ways, it's a better seal because the OD of the shaft, or the ID of this seal, has been changed to make it a tighter fit. Now, what I don't know, and there's probably data out there, I just haven't looked at it, is does that slight change in diameter actually affect the longevity of the seal? I don't know the answer to that. Anyways, so what you do per instructions is you mark where on the shaft the seal is actually riding, and then you'll pound this down so that it's covering that wear patch or wear area. And then let's see if we can see it. There's a thin score. Yeah, you can see it. There's a thin score line right at my thumb tip. You can see it there. That the collar, this flanged collar, breaks off. So you're left with just this ring around the wear pattern. All right, so there's enough explanation. One last thing, they give you an install tool, which is just a cup that fits over it, and then you pound on the cup and it pushes the flange down. All right, so that's what there is to it. So the first thing I want to do is put this in, let it bottom out. All right, this is a new seal we're working with, so I'm going to push this in kind of gingerly. All right, and now this is bottomed out, so as I tighten this nut, it's not really moving this anymore. So what I'm going to do is now mark with something. I'm back again. What I'm going to do is mark within reason that extent of insertion into the seal. And there you can see our mark. And now I can measure the width of the seal, which is about 1/4 inch. So if I come back, now we got, it's the old two-hand issue. So that's the farthest it goes, and if we come back to here, that's probably about where the seal ends, or somewhere in here. So if I put that that band. Sorry, I can't one-handed. So if I pound this down so it's well within that band of, say, tolerance of where the seal is hitting, I'm good to go. So let me do that, and then I'll come back to you. All right, so there we go. The instructions say to put a little layer of some type of sealant. I'm using gasket material here. I think it acts as a lube also while you're putting it on, but it also seals up those pits and acts kind of as a glue, I guess. But there she is. So the next step is I need to make a little cut into this flange, and then it should tear off like a beer can tab, I'm hoping. What could go wrong? All right, there's one last shot. You can see clearly where the sleeve is and where the damage was. I think I'm in the band of where it matches the seal. To pull that flange off, you kind of make a little snip into it, and then you I found the best way to do it is kind of twist it like you're opening a can of sardines. Just grab it. Just make sure you're not digging into the sleeve itself as you're peeling that flange away. This is the remnants of that flange off of the sleeve. Notice it's all twisted, and because I said I did a sardine can approach to it, and it came off just nice. So I think we're going to be good to go. I'm hoping there will be no leaks out of this for a long time.
Thanks for watching. Please continue to watch all of our 67 MGB restoration videos.